Hey everyone, welcome back to those who are subscribed and welcome to those who are new. In this second part of my After Christmas series, I am breaking down and storing my 12-foot living room Christmas tree and my bedroom tree. And I'm also storing my lighting and cleaning my bedroom and bathroom and sharing how I organize my ornaments by color and size. So let's get into it and clean it with Rana. So here I'm pretty much taking my bedroom Christmas tree down, and I'm also just starting by taking down the tree skirt as well. I'm not going to go into as much detail about this because I detailed this in my first video, so please make sure that if you haven't already, you go backwards and check that one out. Similar to what I did in my last video, I start by taking down most of the round ornaments first because it just seems easier. And then I go into the more specialty ornaments, like the ornaments that are kind of flat or different shape. They're not like the round ornaments. However, with this tree, I decided to kind of just take the ornaments off the tree first and then just kind of put them in one spot and then organize most of them after the fact. If you like these type of videos, please make sure that you subscribe because I'm always doing something related to cleaning, organizing, or even sometimes occasionally cooking. So here what you see is my bedroom being junky. So what I did was I just started kind of straightening up, and I did like a speed clean. Like I wanted to see how fast can I actually straighten up this room because I really knew that I had other things to do. As I'm straightening, I'm also taking some of the Christmas decor down out of the room as well and then putting that in the storage totes. I did a lot of DIYs like the Christmas tree cones and all of that. I wanted to make sure that I stored them properly so that I could use them for the next Christmas. My husband is a Lego enthusiast, so he had all of his little Lego collections and sets and things that he was making during the Christmas break. And so I had to go and put them back in his office because they did not belong in this room. I pretty much use the tactic of just moving the bigger items first before I go into dealing with the smaller items. It just kind of helps my brain feel like I'm really making some progress quickly. And here I'm just storing away more Christmas items. These were items that were like tree picks and things that were on the tree so that I could get to them easily. Let me know below in the comments what are some storage and organization hacks that you do for your Christmas or decorations as well. So I know that Christmas tree lights can get a little much. Like when you get through taking them off the tree, they can tangle very easily. And I know that they do have things on Amazon or in Target and other places where you can actually store them. But I personally did not feel like doing that or spending any more money than I already had. So I took thick foam and then I cut them in little rectangular strips. And I used those to store my lights. And I cut a little slit in one part of the foam so that I could kind of like keep the lights in place so they wouldn't slide off when I was rolling them. And this actually worked very well for me. I bought a lot of battery powered lights this year and I wanted to use them in other places in other years. So I also stored those the same way as well instead of putting them back in the original box. Now, this was a beast. This was a light that I got, but I think it was super long. It was battery powered and it was wire, so it was very flimsy, but it's very pretty. So I was trying to preserve it. I could not use the foam board technique on this. You all, I took a cardboard roll from a paper towel, like the paper towel roll, the cardboard, and then I did the same thing, cut a little slit in it, and I literally sat and untangled these lights and wrapped them around this roll. I needed something longer, and it worked really well for me. I decorated with white and silver. So what I did was I decided to store them where I had the round ornaments that were in silver together, the big huge round ornaments that were in silver together, in a separate container. I had white ornaments that were round together. So I did it that way. I stored all my lights together. In this bin, I did trees. I had all the garland together, the outside decorations together, like the wreath and anything like that. So everything was stored in its own place. And I'll also drop down below kind of how, what I did as well so that you can see that. And I apologize for the lighting. It was storming very badly this day, but I'm in my daughter's bedroom and I'm just taking down some of their decor, and it was crazy putting up theirs. But what I chose to do was I wrapped the garland that I hung on the bed around my arm to kind of keep it neat, and then I came downstairs and used some of the tulle that I used to put it on the bed, and I tied it around the garland to keep it together for the next Christmas. Here I'm taking down the mantle, dropping things on the floor. But yeah, I'm taking down the mantle and I'm storing the things here in the same way. The fabric together with the fabric, the garland with the garland. This is where I tried to take down the 12-foot tree. The topper was already off and I was struggling. I gave up and then I came back on this day to try to go ahead and do it. I had to go ahead and just knock the tree down onto the ground pretty much so that I could store it. It is a beast. But I managed to get it done. I stored this in big, humongous 9-foot tree bags. And I did it in pieces because this tree breaks down into 5 pieces. So I stored it where I had the tree topper and the second piece underneath that together. Then I had the third piece by itself. And then I'm going to store the 4th and then the 5th piece by itself. But I have to go get more bags for that. So that is everything. I hope that you all enjoyed the few little tips and some of the cleaning motivation. Please stay tuned to my next video where I discuss the after Christmas hauls that I got and how I'm going to take some of the things that I had from Christmas and use it for Valentine's Day. If you haven't already, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe so that you can continue seeing more content like this. Take care.